maintenance man here with some old TVs from our props warehouse. And by warehouse, I really mean a tiny little shelf on the other side of the set. We're playing 4K video on this laptop and both of these old TVs. If you're making movies, eventually you may have a scene with an old CRT TV. CRT, or cathode ray tubes, are no longer in production. And the TV station stopped broadcasting on the frequencies that these TVs use. Believe it or not, if you want something playing on that old, out-of-date 1970s TV, you can't just download an app and select a video to play. So I'm going to show you how we get our modern videos on these old TVs. I'm also going to show you how to transfer your digital files to videotape so you can play them on a VCR. Here at Mr. Dog Poop Studios, we use a bunch of old TVs in our sets. For example, in our Unleashed Video Roof Repair 101, we displayed a current weather map from a local news channel.
Chris, there's a damn storm coming, and thanks to you, I have a huge hole in my roof.
We sometimes play videotapes with content that we shot on modern digital cameras, as you'll see in this scene from the parody on the classic horror movie, The Ring. You know, it's that one where you watch a crazy videotape, the phone rings, and a voice says, "You have 7 days to live." Well, maybe you'll recognize it when you watch this clip that we shot using a VCR and loading a tape.
Damn it, Chris, turn the lights back on. This show sucks.
This is bullshit. Well, that's 2 minutes I'll never get back. Small details like having a working VCR playing our edited footage really make our production stand out. And sure, you could paint the screen green and add video in post. Or you can use this simple adapter available on Amazon for $15 and avoid a very painful and time-consuming post-production process. So let's talk about how this all works. The old TVs used a big antenna to catch signals from the TV station. Those stations and frequencies no longer exist. But back when Mr. Dog Poop was a kid, people would add aluminum foil to the antennas to get a better signal. People would even buy huge antennas and place them on their roofs, running long wires down to the TV. These also made great lightning rods, and many TV sets were blown up this way. Modern TVs use a digital signal at a much higher frequency and can get strong signals from tiny antennas inside the TV. But most of us just use the internet. So what we need to do is take the digital signal used by modern computers and TVs and convert it to a composite video signal. The composite video signal is simply a video signal and a left and right audio channel. This adapter takes the HDMI input and converts it to a composite signal. Now, if you have a TV from the 1990s, it'll likely have composite video plugs, because this is when video cameras were very popular, and people wanted to plug them into the TV and watch what they recorded. So all you have to do is plug it into the video port, and you're good to go. However, if you have an older TV from the 1940s to the 70s, you'll need an RF modulator. That's a radio frequency modulator that converts the video composite signal into an old broadcast signal, usually on channel 3 or 4, so the TV can receive it. You can buy these on Amazon for between $20 and $100. But my experience has been the more expensive they are, the crappier they are. So try to stick with the simple, cheap ones. Luckily for us, an old VCR performs the same function. So if you plug your $15 converter into the back of your VCR and attach it to the TV, you're good to go. Of course, you need to have the VCR on and get it set to the right channel or auxiliary input. But that's all there is to it. Of course, there are all-in-one units available that take HDMI directly to RF or radio frequency in one unit. However, as I mentioned, they tend to be hit and miss, and several of the units that we purchased ended up in the trash. Attaching to the TV is another issue. If you have a newer TV, you can just attach the VCR via the coax cable. But if you have an older TV that used a roof antenna, you need a 300 to 75 ohm converter, which looks like this. It's just a connector to attach the coax cable and the old style screw connectors on the TV. You can pick these up on Amazon for about $3 to $5. If you have trouble with the audio signal, check your PC speaker settings. You will likely have to assign the audio output to the HDMI adapter. If that doesn't work, you can just use the headphone jack and an adapter splitting the left and right channels with something like this. Use a direct output from the speakers to the composite input on the VCR RF modulator, and then the audio should now play on the TV. We're just going to go in, plug into the headphone jack, and put the adapter in here, and you'll see the audio comes on instantly. To record on tape, all you need is a VCR, a videotape, and the $15 HDMI adapter. Just plug the composite video plugs into the VCR, play the video on your computer, and press record on the VCR. When it's all over, just stop the VCR, rewind the tape, and press play. However or whenever you decide to set one of these old TVs up on your set, being able to show content on it is a must. I hope this demonstration helps you understand how to do that without spending a ton of money or time trying to add video to your TV during post-production. If you happen to have one of these old TVs around, do not throw it out. They're getting harder and harder to find, and they do make excellent props. What do you mean you can hear the TV? You can't hear the TV.
Oh, maybe because it's high pitch frequency that you can't hear, but I can
The
hear it.
audio's off.
It's not. It's just the high frequency of the TV, not actual audio.
There is no sound.
Yes, there is.
Whatever.
It's just you're too old. You don't have the frequency anymore to hear it because you lose your hearing. I can hear it.